Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that, let's get on up to Jacksonville. Standing by for the call, it's our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. Here's Desmond King on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
One way you become the all-time leading passer for your team is pure talent, and Phillip Rivers has plenty of that. But there's also dedication to your craft and the willingness to get better all the time. Phillip Rivers has a van set up with a driver so that when he goes to and from practice, he's able to watch tape and find ways to improve his mechanics each and every day.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. With that, let's check out how the Chargers line up on offense.
Keenan Allen checks every box for me as a receiver. Size, speed, strength, intelligence in what he's doing. But I love his competitiveness. When that ball's in the air, he goes after it and usually comes down with it. And last but not least, we can lay to bed the myth that he can't run fast. Keenan Allen can get up and go.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ready, set,
Rivers on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
I want to highlight Telvin Smith, only the 3rd linebacker in Jacksonville Jaguar history to make a Pro Bowl, but not for that reason. When he came out of Florida State with his build, many were projecting him as a safety in the NFL, around 215 pounds. He's gotten a little bit bigger, but his ability to run and hit and make plays has made him one of the most valuable linebackers in the NFL. They made the right choice leaving him at that spot.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
And you can see why he was the number 3 pick when he came out in the NFL draft. 6'5", sturdy guy, strong arm, led his UCF team to a big bowl victory over Baylor, and runs the ball way better than he's ever given credit for.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Green 80.
Bortles. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Green 80.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. The open man is Westbrook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Green 80.
From the gun, it's Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. More from Jacksonville after this. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Green 80.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Green 80. Green 80.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Allen's first catch, good for a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage.
Hard to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, they're programmed to go get it.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles now on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Green 80. Green 80.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Green 80. Green 80.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80.
Fournette, a first down carry. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action.
Green 80. Green 80.
On first down, Bortles. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Green 80.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Green 80. Green 80.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. lost Paul. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Set! 390! Hey, hot! Hey, hot!
Second down, Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Rivers on 3rd and 2. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
380.
From midfield, here's Bortles. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route It's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Set! 380!
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised, just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Green 80. Green 80.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Check. Green 80. Green 80.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Green 80. Green 80. Green 80.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles will try again on second down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Green 80. Green 80.
Now Bortles. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
They're 180. Delta. And hut.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Set. Delta. Hut. And hut.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And they'll run it here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Delta!
3rd and goal for Rivers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And the former Florida Gator, Sturgis, gets it to go. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Here's Corey Grant now to return. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
380.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Green 80.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Green 80.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. It's a foot race. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. To return it is Corey Grant. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Now Bortles to try again after the pick six. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Bortles now on first down. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Bortles now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Green 80. Green 80.
On first and 10, here's Bortles. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now
down.
your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Green 80. Green 80.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Illegal touching, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
Green 80. Green 80.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And now out on on the field. Here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
That 1-8er! 380! Hey, hut!
Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's able to get it out of there. And taken at the 46. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. He's back to throw. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
380! 380!
He'll look to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Bortles. And he's got Moncrief. Bortles to the former Colt Moncrief for a Jaguar 1st down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80.
To throw is Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. And now the spike with 36 seconds left to go. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Green 80.
Bortles to throw. And that is incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Green 80. Green 80.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Green 80. Green 80.
Back to throw, Bortles. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Green 80.
Now Bortles. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They were moving the ball well early in the drive, but now it's 4th down. 3 straight incompletions all of a sudden could be their final play.
And with that type of pressure, how are they going to handle it? What do you call in this situation? Personally, I got to give the ball to my best player with the play he likes to run best.
Green 80.
Now Bortles got to have this one. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Green 80. Green 80.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go. Green 80.
First throw of overtime for Bortles. On the crossing route, complete. That's Paul. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Green 80.
A handoff to Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Green 80. Green 80.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Green 80.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And another juke. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.